Hey guys, welcome back and happy Monday, which means happy Hot Messy Topics Day. Guys, right after you watch this, probably in about 30 minutes, we're going to be going live with one of my good friends, John Victor. Miss John, dear John. Hi, how are you, John? John is so funny. You guys are absolutely going to love him. And we've just had the best time and we both love Bravo. So a perfect person to bring on while we give Jason a break. Jason's going to be focusing a lot more on the podcast, and that's going to be kind of where you get our banter together. I'm sure he'll make cameos, but you guys get what I'm saying. Now, with that, we also have Let's Whine About It tonight, and that's at 7 or 7:30 p.m. I'll post that in the community tab. Jason's in charge of that too, so we'll make sure that we have everything kind of out there for you guys, and then I'll mention it again in Hot Messy Topics. I'll pin a link. With that, guys, we're back to talk about Brandi Glanville, who is now talking about the Kyle and Kathy drama. She's letting us know if she would return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's calling this a horrible season, and she's mentioning Lisa Rinna. Plus, Dorinda, who's really good friends with Bethany Frankel, is now also speaking on Bethany making a potential return. What? If you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So Brandi Glanville, I think, is so much fun. I met her at BravoCon over the weekend, last weekend, and she was just, I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I don't know. You never know what to expect. So just to be fair, I wasn't going in with like a negative idea in my head of how she would be. I just didn't know. And she was absolutely sweet to me. So I thought it was really fun. I'm hoping that we can eventually get her on the channel and we'll see what happens with that. But in the meantime, she was attending BravoCon and she did do some press. And in this press, she talked about the show. She said, this was a horrible 12th season. And I don't know if horrible is the right word. Crazy, nuts, long as shit. Horrible. Cringy? I don't know. I am not in charge of that. That's what Brandi replied during an October 15th interview with Access Hollywood when she was talking about, would you consider coming back to the show? They asked her, Access Hollywood, Brandi Glanville, would you come back to the show? And she said, I'm not in charge of that. But the answer is yes. You don't just walk away from this money. Kelly Dodd even said that in our interview. But since they're all, kind of living in Encino and I live in Calabasas, sure, they should do something called the Valley Housewives. Now, although Brandi hasn't been seen on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in a couple of years, she has been tuning in as a viewer, and she was also on Ultimate Girls Trip. And she said when it came to this past season, when she was asked about it, she said season 12 has been rough due to the ongoing feud between Lisa Rinna and Kathy Hilton. And of course, the way it's impacted Kathy's relationship with her sister, Kyle Richards, who is caught in the middle. It is a little too horrible. And I am friends with Rinna, friends with Kyle, and I'm friends with Kathy. Which means Brandi is not giving us the deets and she's not letting us know how she really feels about this. Except for it's a little too horrible, which I guess is fair. I mean, this is such an awkward position for her too, because if she says Rinna's in the wrong, then she no longer has a friend in Rinna. If she says Kathy's in the wrong, same thing. Kyle, same thing. So I think it's a little too horrible. It's probably a safe place to be. As Brandi pointed out, the claims that Lisa made against Kathy in regard to something off camera, well, there were a lot. So when it came to weighing in on Kathy's meltdown, she said she can't really have an opinion. I think that Rinna is being the best housewife that she can be, and she lost her mom this season, and Rinna's not a liar. Something did happen because Kathy did apologize to Kyle. I agree with that, and Kathy has maintained since day one, I said something, we just don't know what she said. We know Lisa Rinna's rendition of what she said, but Kathy says, everything that you're saying I said, it wasn't to that magnitude. It wasn't that specific. I don't know. Now, while things obviously got ugly between the women on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Brandi said that when it comes to Kyle and Kathy's future, the sisters will always get back together. Also, during an interview, Brandi revealed her favorite part of appearing on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Ex-Wives Club, and she said she feels like she made a couple of sisters, and that would be Ava Marcel, Phaedra Parks, and Dorinda Medley. Phaedra was so sweet, by the way. I think I already said this in my BravoCon recap. So nice, so funny, and she worked the hell out of her booth. She's a worker. I mean, I'm not shocked because she was trying to run a morgue, and then she's also getting a divorce, and she's an attorney, and she's on the housewife at that time. and she has like little kids, I could see where she has this like insane work ethic, but just seeing it in person and seeing how she's navigating it, and she just sat there and she sold the hell out of everything that was at her booth. I was like, damn, go on, Phaedra. All right. With that, guys, Page Six came out with an article saying Dorinda Medley reveals whether or not Bethany Frankel would ever join the RHONY spinoff. And I have said since day one, I don't think that this is going to happen. I don't think that they can afford her anymore. Just like I don't think that they can really afford Vicky, or they choose not to, because Candy is making a shit ton of money. I think it's like they make the decision, hey, let's figure out who we're going to afford. Not we can't afford. She said, no one is convincing Bethany, not even me. That's during an exclusive chat with Page Six at BravoCon. Bethany is a strong woman. Bethany is a rock. That's a badass businesswoman. She makes her decisions and she stands by them. Now, Bethany Frankel claimed back in April that she was approached about being part of the Real Housewives of New York legacy, but chose not to pursue the opportunity at the time. When asked, I say, there's a number, but I don't think you can afford it. That's what she said on Just Be podcast. I feel like it's going to be 3 to 5 million. She's like, you want me on? Is it worth my time? 3 to 5 million. Then sure. From a business standpoint, it's probably smarter for them to just keep mixing together the ingredients that they already have on the shelf. The people that'll do it for so cheap because they'll do it for next to nothing for the relevance and the jolt. Housewives honcho Andy Cohen revealed the next phases of RHONY in March, telling Variety that a reboot featuring all new and diverse women was in the works, as well as the Legacy Project, which we met the new diverse group of women. They seem amazing. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. I'm not surprised about Bethany Frankel, but for Brandi Glanville, is she somebody that you would want to return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Like, do you want that energy back? And it's an honest question. I think it's fun to see Brandi. I thought it was fun to see her in person. She's just like she is on TV, which is really kind of interesting because she always called out the other women on Ultimate Girls Trip for kind of pre-producing themselves. And she doesn't really pre-produce. Like, you can tell. She's just, I'm Brandi. I'm here. But again, I want to hear your thoughts. So go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And don't forget to go to the description of this video, click on Hot Messy Podcast, listen to our new episode. We have another one coming out tomorrow. And then on top of that, guys, we have a bunch of lives today. We have 12 o'clock, Hot Messy Topics, and then 7 or 7:30. That's going to be our members only Let's Whine About It. I'll keep you guys posted, but just check in the community tab. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.